The United States warns the United Nations Russia has created a kill list against LGBTQ+ preparing for a Ukraine invasion. Watch this.
And Jake, I know you just heard in the reporting the U.S. has accused Russia of having this list of Ukrainians they plan to kill or kidnap. Just how violent would this invasion or could it get?
Well, we believe that any military operation of the size, scope, and magnitude of what we believe the Russians are planning will be extremely violent. It will cost the lives of Ukrainians and Russians, civilians and military personnel alike. But we also have intelligence to suggest that there will be an even greater form of brutality, because this will not simply be some conventional war between two armies. It will be a war waged by Russia on the Ukrainian people to repress them, to crush them, to harm them. And that is what we laid out in detail for the UN, because we believe that the world must mobilize to counter this kind of Russian aggression should those tanks roll across the border, as we anticipate they very well may do in the coming hours or days.
Well, the White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan revealed that the U.S. has sent a letter to the United Nations warning that Russia has created a kill list of Ukrainians to be attacked or detained in the case it invades the country. The list reportedly has names of people whom Russian authorities would order to be killed or sent to camps. The list is said to include journalists, activists, ethnic and religious minorities, and LGBTQ+ Ukrainians. Other likely targets also include individuals who oppose Russia's strategic goals, as well as dissidents from Russia and Belarus who have taken refuge in Ukraine.
Does Putin want to be the Hitler of the 21st century?
Yeah, he does.
Is that his goal?
The answer is yes.
Really what he's trying to do?
It's very much, and I was thinking today as I was reading this, now this area makes the Middle East look like a playground. I mean, that's really scary.
You know what was really sad? I was watching the videos yesterday of parents that were like pleading with their children to get out of there, you know, and they had a gentleman who had fallen in love with another gentleman there, and he will not leave him, you know, and these parents are crying, please come back to the U.S. Something bad is going to happen. And I mean, it's heartbreaking.
You see, what's getting very concerning is that not only the danger in Ukraine currently, but the countries around, Belarusia, Poland, which, is this climate against gay people already, festering there. And this will be used as a way to even, target more gay activists in those countries, particularly in Ukraine, and the money that is coming to, to fight that. So
I'm curious, at the end of the day, is your expectation that Putin is going to invade Ukraine?
Yeah.
Do you think it's inevitable now?
Yeah, it sounds like a movie, a kill list and everything. Oh my God! And this is going to happen now.
Well, the whole intention is that they're trying to get Ukraine, which Ukraine has not declared that they're going to join NATO, right? So they are trying to persuade Ukraine not to, but they haven't decided. They haven't even been voting them into NATO. But Putin wants to get concessions ahead of this. So this is.
And he's Putin, meaning the government, Putin, basically. They're also rolling out this narrative that Ukraine is also breaking all these laws so that they can be set up to invade them. So he's really just setting it up to make it almost, it seems inevitable.
We report this as our lead story tonight in Queer News Tonight because I think a lot in our community do not realize the implications that this geopolitical story has on LGBT worldwide. If you accept the concept that the LGBTQ community is an international brotherhood, sisterhood, non-binary, trans, etc., we should be concerned about what's going to happen in Ukraine. We have watched basically the complete annihilation of the LGBTQ community in Russia. So the National Security Advisor's warning to the UN about LGBT risk in Ukraine seems eminently reasonable to me that it could be a reality. LGBTQ+ news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBT